All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. And number one, sorry for not being
A break in
well
the middle.
being for
Yeah.
being MIA because we got busy. Plus, some of us were also lazy. Me didn't upload
Yeah.
the last one. Just got too lazy. Oh no, we actually did. We didn't
Yeah.
upload on Instagram, but we did upload it on YouTube.
On
So we
YouTube, yeah.
yeah
We did
so
upload it on.
we, yeah so we haven't done anything since Spain, the race in Spain. um, and since then, I've also had like time off everything because I've had a really terrible weekend in Monza. But yeah, we'll get into it, and let's get started. Let's get started with the Canadian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen again pulling out a big lead and winning by a huge margin. Followed by a
Just
really great battle by Hamilton and Alonso fighting for second. And then,
second, yeah.
yeah, that was good
I saw
fun.
the best overtakes of the season in that race between, I feel like the entire season was just
Mm,
in the overtake that Alonso made at the last corner.
yeah,
Beautiful, bro.
yeah.
I love that overtake. Yeah,
And
it
a
was a
lot
great
of,
race. Even strategy.
yeah, keep going, keep going.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, so what I was saying was
Yeah, and
qualifying was very tricky with people getting impeded left, right,
yeah,
and
the
center
rain.
to the last corner, coming flat out at 320, whatever. But all in all, I think the race was quite fun to watch, with the changing. Um, wait, was there rain? I can't even remember. It's that long ago now. Was there
Yeah, same.
rain?
I can't remember. Was there rain? I think there was rain. There was rain in qualifying.
No, qualifying, yes, but oh my God,
No,
I can't
race, there
remember.
was rain.
Okay,
No,
Russell
I
had
don't
that.
think so.
Oh no,
But
it
there's
was a
so
proper
much
dry
rain.
race. Russell
Yeah,
crashed
I was a
in
driver.
that race. Loss of talent, maybe, but I can't say anything because I lost a lot of talent in my weekend. Oh my God. But again, the crazy defending by Alex Albon to holding,
Oh
parking it at the
yeah,
apex, just slamming it
but
on the exits, and just defending so much faster cars behind him, which was absolutely tremendous. For
the,
me, the race was maybe like an
Williams
8 out of 10.
great.
Williams have improved a lot
Yeah,
since, even McLaren, to be honest.
yeah, and I feel like Red Bull is the problem at this point. Gasly went to went to Toro Rosso, performed great. Is performing well with Alpine. Albon going to Williams, performing great. So I guess
Yeah.
Red Bull get the hint. You're the problem. Yeah. Hope. Oh, and Ricardo coming back. So that's great news.
High
Yeah.
performance athlete is back. Oh my God. I was so excited when I heard that news. But honestly, I
Yeah.
mean, Red Bull is very, I don't want to say any words, but Red Bull is not very great with giving their drivers the time to perform. Because honestly, Nick DeVries is obviously a very proven talent with winning F2 and then winning Formula E
F2 and Formula E.
on his
Exactly.
debut on
Yeah.
top of that,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It just feels weird. But then if you're not performing, you're not performing. That's how it goes, right?
I feel like there's also a lot of money involved in this move. I'm sure there is a lot of money
I
and PR
mean,
involved
just
in this
just
move.
look how much Daniel Ricciardo brings to the Red Bull team, and then just look how much DeVries
But
brings, right? DeVries was
exactly.
getting hit
Yeah.
from the point he was in from Horner, right? Horner
Yeah.
never liked him. And then you just see that big
Liked
smile
him
of Ricardo,
exactly.
and then people are buying Red Bull shirts, AlphaTauri shirts.
It would
I mean, he's bringing in a
exactly
lot more than just him as a driver.
just
But
him and
yeah,
yeah.
even I read somewhere that one of his laps that he got in the Red Bull just recently was good enough to be on the front row, which is honestly pretty
At
credible.
Silverstone.
Yeah, at Silverstone when he did the tire
At
test.
Silver Damn.
But
Good stuff. I mean, I
here's the situation. The track conditions were a lot better, number one. Number two, different tire compounds. But apparently, he was testing on a harder tire compound and on like a much harder tire compound without the tire warmers, like without the tire blankets. And I think what I've read, he's gotten within 7/10 of pole. And then if they calculate the tire change and the conditions change, that was good enough to be on the front row on Saturday, which is extremely credible
Dude,
considering how long he was
yeah.
out of the car and all of the bad habits that
I
he
had a
developed
break,
staying
yeah.
at McLaren.
True, yeah. And I feel like the Red Bull, they haven't changed. So the transition that happened when Ricardo came to Red Bull, and so Ricardo was the main driver, right? When Verstappen came to Red Bull. So
Mm.
I think Verstappen had to adapt to
To
Ricardo's driving
Ricardo's
condition
style.
because he was the first driver. Yeah, to Ricardo's driving condition because Ricardo was the first driver and the car was designed around him. And I think Verstappen is a fast learner, and
Very fast.
Verstappen's braking has improved a lot more because of that car and because of Ricardo than what
Yeah.
he used to do before. And I think after that, Verstappen adapted to Red Bull and Ricardo's car, and his driving style became similar to that of Ricardo.
That's why
And
when you
since
see they were like
he was
matching,
the
pretty much like
yeah, exactly,
on
they were
neck.
matching. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's when and then Ricardo coming back to Red Bull makes sense because the car hasn't changed much. The car is still going to be designed
Yeah,
around
like the car philosophy
around
hasn't changed. Yeah, you're right.
changed. Yeah, which is around Verstappen, who also developed his skills through Ricardo's car. So I feel like
Correct.
that's going to be a
There's a
great
lot
thing
of
for
rumors
Ricardo.
that we've also heard coming up recently, which is Ricardo potentially moving to Red Bull for the 2024 season, considering he
Season,
performs
correct.
well in the AlphaTauri.
Well,
And if
in
that's the
AlphaTauri.
situation and Red Bull still are in front, we're going to see a really, really good battle for the title, which is what I'm excited about because now it's just like Verstappen runs away by like 20 seconds and that's it, race done, which is not really exciting.
Yeah, but I don't think Verstappen will let that happen, honestly. He
Or
has
no, I
too
mean,
big
for
of a.
sure, he's not going to let that
Yeah, I
happen. But
don't think
Ricardo
that's
isn't
gonna
that
happen.
kind of
Yeah,
driver who is just going to be like, I'll let you win. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He's not that Sergio
No, I'm
Perez
saying
kind of
not.
driver.
No, I'm saying Ricardo won't let the move itself happen. No,
Oh,
Verstappen, sorry.
Verstappen.
Verstappen has, yeah. Yeah, Verstappen might not even let that
Could
move
be,
happen, is
honestly.
what I
Could
feel.
be. Could be. Could
Yeah,
be.
because yeah, I feel like he can pull strings at Red Bull for sure.
I
At
mean,
this point, he
if he
can.
does threaten retirement at that point or like switching to another team, which is highly unlikely, then they'll be like, okay, Ricardo can
Yeah,
also deliver titles for us. You see what I mean?
true.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
borderline, but I mean, it all depends on how Ricardo performs. But I rate him highly. I rate him to be like right up or like even bettering Sonoda at points.
yeah,
Hopefully,
and I feel like he's one of the best drivers in the last
yeah,
10 years.
for
One of the
sure,
best.
for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, I
yeah.
agree. Yeah, a little off topic there. Now switching to Austria, obviously the sprint race ka start was fantastic with the Red Bull
Oh,
drivers pushing each other off.
yeah.
But again, Verstappen just pulled away.
Whose
Honestly,
fault do you think that was? I
boss,
think that was
bro.
Verstappen's fault. But I
No, I
mean,
feel I put the blame more on Perez at that point because ठीक है start में Verstappen ने उसको wall में दबाया, fair,
yeah,
you have the right to do something again, but then okay, that's still tarmac, right? But you can't push someone flat out into the grass. That is, and apparently he didn't see. I don't know.
yeah,
But then also Verstappen, when he, I think, hit the brakes in turn three, lost control. So like outright lost control. Nothing that you can't put the
he could
blame
do.
on him.
Yeah.
So I think more on Perez. Like choose your battles wisely because ultimately तेरा future वही team पे dependent है जहाँ पे Verstappen rule है, right? तो थोड़ा आराम से.
No, correct, but Verstappen, but Perez was ahead at the turn,
Yeah,
like at the
he was
turning
ahead.
point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
मना नहीं कर रहा, but
yeah.
again, you can't push someone off in the grass. I'll tell you stories of my race also. I got pushed into the grass twice, but आगे. And
Okay,
then,
ahead.
and
But
then, honestly, the weirdest part is Ferrari, man. Carlos is faster. Let him through, no? This has been the
oh,
same case,
I
bro. Carlos has been consistently faster than Leclerc in this season. The only times Leclerc has bettered him, he's gone on to finish ahead of him. But then the other times, Carlos has
yeah,
been faster, and his strategy has been compromised, in my opinion. And that is why you see Carlos ka radio, no? He sounds like he's
yeah,
pissed at
yeah.
the team, and it's
This,
damn
yeah,
fun
he's
to listen to.
disappointed. Yeah, yeah. Jordan Carlos was radio in the last race when he got the second pit stop. Like
Yeah.
you could hear the
Why? Like
disappointment at
why?
Silverstone. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. No, that was really
Oh,
sad.
dude,
But also this,
even in qualifying, he's like,
yeah,
I'm more at risk. No, I'm P4. Why do you do this? And
Yeah,
then he passes him, and then
yeah.
he screws his own lap. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
That was
Yeah.
insane. But
But
also,
hmm,
Carlos, the sprint race, the concept of the sprint race is so, I don't know, there's so much race happening, which is great, but it's like, I don't understand the concept. Why don't they just do a reverse grid? Why do they have to have two qualifications? I think it would be so much more fun if they have a reverse grid for the sprint race. It's
uh,
just,
the situation is if they have reverse grid, there's going to be more damage bills racking up. I mean, it's good for us as the viewers, but trust me, drivers ke liye, it's not fun. I'll give you an example of reverse grid of how I've been through that also in my championship. थोड़ा आगे बताता हूँ. But again, sticking to Austria, you know
yeah.
what was the most boss move I saw that weekend? 24 सेकंड लीड में पिट स्टॉप करके सेकंड वाले के सामने आके टायर वार्म करके
Yo,
फास्टेस्ट लैप. I'm like ultimate boss move
well,
है वो.
yeah, that was
That
crazy,
just
bro.
stamps
And
his credibility. You know, I am the
the fact
champion. Like
that,
what do I have?
yeah, the fact that he did that, knowing that Perez had the fastest lap, is just
Exactly, man.
boss move, bro. Boss
That
move.
shows, you know, he's boss. And this is coming off
Yeah,
exactly the day after Perez pushed him up. He's like, bro, you don't have this place in this team. मैं
yeah.
चलाता हूँ. I am the ruler. End of story. Khatam.
And and did you see the mechanics' reaction? Like when they were like,
Yeah.
oh, and then they're like, bro, what the fuck? Why is he coming in? He's
Yeah.
just like, making more work for us. We're
Dude, they
just
even
gonna win
had
the
like
race.
all the podium ke liye, that barriers ready. You saw how the mechanics pushed it back, and then
Yeah,
they were like, "Oh shit,
yeah,
tire change karna hai." And then he's like
yeah,
calmly warming his. I'm like, wow,
yeah.
wow, man. That is the kind of confidence and the amount of composure you need to carry. I mean, if that's something you got to learn, you got to learn that from Verstappen because wo race mein Lewis lost it.
Yeah.
That was damn funny. Toto is like, yes, we know, Lewis, the car is done.
Yeah,
Please chala le, please.
but that was funny, bro. Toto getting pissed at Lewis and coming in the radio, but also track limits. That was insane. Like
That was
I
ridiculous.
there were
I'm
80
still not
apparently
convinced.
2 violations.
Bro, I don't know. I still don't understand how Lando and Perez don't have penalties, considering how many times
Exactly.
they've gone off. Like मैं
Yeah,
देखते
and
टाइम 3 बार गए मतलब उसके पहले नहीं गए क्या?
yeah,
It's
and I don't
crazy, man.
understand if they're going off. If there's a driver mistake, even that should be considered, right? In the
Yeah, yeah,
track
yeah,
limits,
for
Perez
sure.
went off at the first lap, it
Yeah,
says. So then
exactly.
that should also be considered.
Yeah.
I don't understand the rules behind these track limits. I
But you
mean,
know, Austria from next year onwards, turn 9 and 10, जहाँ पे track limits हुआ तो they're going to put gravel now.
yeah.
So it's like
Oh,
either you go off
yeah, you
or
can't.
you stay in.
Oh, yeah,
No
yeah,
track limits. Because oh my god, the amount of track limit violations. Bro, Ocon,
yeah.
यार वो बेचारे को मतलब 2 साल
Yeah,
बाद ही
even,
रेस करने को लगाओ. 30 सेकंड का पेनल्टी लेके बैठा है वो. He
well,
broke his
that
own
was damn
record or
funny.
something for the most amount of time penalties in a weekend.
Wow,
Yeah, this is a record.
damn.
This is legit a world record that he holds at this point. Nothing to be
That's
proud of.
crazy.
I
I mean,
know,
it's still
man.
a world record. That's
Yeah,
like
man.
a
It is.
Mercedes is longest pit stop ever. It's never going to be broken, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's still a
yeah,
record.
yeah.
But,
Man, it was crazy. But again, coming
but
to Silverstone,
Silverstone,
biggest
it
movers
was
for me,
my
McLaren.
favorite race,
McLaren,
bro.
bro,
And bro,
Piastri.
yeah,
Piastri
my
for me was
favorite race.
mind blowing.
Killed it. Yeah,
Mind
true.
blowing. Ah, man, I
And
feel for him, man. The safety car
yeah, even
screwed
I
him.
feel for him.
But then
I
I'm
mean, I'm
happy because of
happy
a
that
Hamilton fan.
Hamilton, yeah, even I'm happy because of Hamilton. But
But
then,
then,
dude, that guy drove
Piastri.
really well. Dude,
Yeah.
for him coming into a season I mean, he's won at Silverstone in F3, but then coming
F2
to
also.
Silverstone, oh, okay. Oh, okay. But coming into Silverstone as a rookie in an F1 car was, and like driving a McLaren, finishing
Bro,
P3 was like
not even
great.
that. Bro, matching Lando. And Lando is a
Yeah,
very, very good driver. Okay, I'm not a
driver,
Lando
yeah.
fan, but he's a really good driver. You've got to give him credit for that.
For
And
sure, for
Lando,
sure.
man, that start aced it.
Oh yeah, bro.
मैं ऐसा सीट से ऐसा पूरा क्या ऐसा बैठ के देखा था रेस.
And the best part is Lando not giving up the lead till DRS came in. Like
Yeah,
that was
man.
credible.
No,
That was
not even
insane.
till DRS came in, till lap 5. 2 laps in
Yeah, till
DRS.
lap 5. Yeah,
And I mean,
exactly.
to
And
be honest, Red Bull wasn't as dominant as they've been. because even
Bro,
in
after that,
qualifying, the
Max
gap was
ran
like,
away.
yeah, but bro, every race he's been pulling like 20 seconds. In this, he pulled barely like 5. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, to be fair, they're the only ones who haven't brought upgrades. So uske साथ भी इतना
Yeah.
आ गया हो ना is something else. And in Hungary, they are getting upgrades. So, oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, bro. And
Everyone is done for.
bro, and that McLaren in Maggots and Beckett. So Hamilton was
Even on
like,
the hard
rid-
tires.
yeah, bro, that was insane. Like
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
Hamilton is finishing P2, but
Yeah.
Maggots and Beckett, the car is going at least like 7 times faster. Like at
Bro,
least
it's
I'm
just
saying
insane. You
that.
saw that move of Hamilton when he tried to go inside of Luffield before cops.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
ho
yeah.
jayega. And then
Oh,
McLaren's
oh,
just pulling,
yeah,
pulling, pulling. I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
whoa,
yeah. So yeah, and
whoa.
they have the same engine. They have literally
Yeah,
the
same
same
engine.
engine.
It's
So
just the aero
yeah,
package.
I'm like
Aero package.
aero package.
And on
Yeah,
top
that's
of that,
crazy.
I mean, on top of that, Lewis did back off once when he was on the
Once,
inside because you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to repeat the
he
same thing
remembered.
again.
Yeah, he remembered
Yeah.
Verstappen. Also,
Even
Verstappen did the
Verstappen
same thing with
remembered that.
Norris. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
He
yeah,
backed
yeah. He
off.
did the same thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ah, dude, even I thought at that point Piastri is going to jump on this, but then, ठीक है यार,
yeah, yeah,
Piastri drove
yeah.
brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Like he
True.
is developing to be one of my favorite drivers. I mean, he is getting the most out of the McLaren,
The McLaren.
matching Lando,
Yeah,
and plus, dude, those upgrades work. Even with the Williams in points, Albon,
yeah,
credits. Even
bro. But
Sargent was up to P11. Like,
yeah,
इतने से
dude,
बचा
that's
points से.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
Like,
saw it was
damn.
just crazy.
And
But
man, Perez.
as
That guy's a
yeah,
joke.
bro, I don't know what. Yeah, bro, not finishing. Bro, I don't know. What is the problem? Is Red Bull that single driver oriented, or is
No,
it
okay.
like,
So situation कैसा है ना qualifying में? Every single time he's had the pace to put it there. Then he fumbles like Austria, crap ton of track like
yeah,
off track.
yeah,
ठीक है?
track
And
limits,
and
yeah,
यहाँ पे the timing by Red Bull was crap because Q3 में he went out first for the last run, and then everyone
yeah,
improved.
it was wet,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah,
Q1 में
yeah,
everyone improved.
yeah, yeah, improved,
And
yeah,
it's just been like him being stupid with half of the things. Because dude Q1 में इतना नहीं पुश करना, तेरी गाड़ी को तू 50% पे चलाएगा फिर भी
correct,
तू Q3 में
huh?
पहुंच जाएगा, तब पुश करना.
Exactly,
Because
huh?
top 10 से you can
But
salvage a podium with that car 100%, and you just have to finish
yeah,
P2. You don't even have to fight Max. भाई Max अकेला constructor title lead कर रहा है. Can you
huh?
imagine?
Exactly,
That
yeah,
just
yeah,
blew my
exactly.
mind.
That's crazy. That's bro. But I don't think F1 has improved. Honestly, at this point,
No,
because no
but
one's
here's the thing.
fighting.
Here's the thing. Red Bull are far ahead, but uske piche the regulations have worked. Because you see every other weekend there's some mix up with the teams, Kabhi McLaren, Kabhi Williams, Kabhi Mercedes. There's someone behind
True.
you. Oh,
That's okay.
oh God, I got scared. But
Yeah.
anyway, but you see everyone is like improving, improving. But honestly, AlphaTauri have gone down. Uh, but if Ricardo can score points, that means he's right there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's up
yeah,
there.
exactly. Bro, and Aston Martin, what is wrong with them? I don't understand.
I
Yeah,
think
and
I
the fact
heard.
that Alonso
Yeah,
said,
आज के बाद
I'm
मतलब
gonna
हर
get
रेस
podiums
podium.
here.
Like,
Yeah,
क्या
podium.
रे? But
I know, but Neym is going to be very disappointed listening to this and us trash talking about Alonso.
no, I
But
mean, see,
Neym, it is
again,
what it is.
he's driving fantastic. Again, he's out
Yeah,
driving
yeah,
that car because
yeah.
Stroll nahi hai
Yeah,
udhar, right?
yeah,
So, like, full
yeah,
credit to Alonso, but the car's just gone downhill. जो dream start था season का
yeah,
has just gone downhill since.
yeah.
Okay,
True.
until they get
But they're
upgrades which
still
actually go
second
in
in
the
the
right
championship.
direction. Because of the
Yeah,
first few
but they're
races,
still
because Alonso was like
races.
there. Every race he was there.
Yeah,
Like he
the
switched on. Also, I don't
yeah.
know. These are rumors, okay? Every race Shakira's been there, Hamilton podium. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. That's crazy. But that's crazy that I mean I don't know if people want to hear this, but that's crazy that bro Hamilton has some risk, bro. He's dated like
Have you
some
seen, bro? He
yeah.
goes to like events and stuff. Alonso doesn't do any of that. I knew that was like rumors straight out the bat because, dude, it's Alonso. Come on, no, right? No.
But I don't think so, bro. Maybe they still are. Who knows? I don't
It
know.
seems like it's more for Hamilton now because they've been spotted together.
Yeah,
I've seen photos.
yeah, true. Oh no. I'm talking about Alonso and Taylor Swift. Who are you talking about?
Oh yeah, never mind. Man, I got confused. Sorry. Sorry. I was like
Oh,
Alonso and
no,
Shakira. Wait, what? No.
no,
No,
Alonso
no,
and
no. My
Taylor
bad,
Swift.
my
And
bad.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be crazy. Like Shakira supporting Hamilton and Taylor Swift supporting.
Imagine they both release songs to compete against each other. Like, I
Yeah,
imagine that.
that would
It's
be
like
fun.
Aston Martin focused, one is Mercedes focused with the same engine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, it's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. But yeah,
Oh,
all in
also
all, good races. But
it was also crazy to see McLaren there on the podium with Hamilton, which was like it's been so long. It was like a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
very nostalgic
That's what
moment
Hamilton
for
also said, right? To see the team
yeah,
he's come from be back up there again. And
yeah,
have you
because
seen those memes? McLaren coming with like Senna and Prost. McLaren suddenly remember who the hell they are.
yeah,
Even with
yeah,
Williams, man. Like, bro, come
yeah.
on, beating Ferrari like on merit, huh?
One
In
minute,
that
yeah,
Williams.
true,
I
yeah,
mean, to be fair,
yeah.
Ferrari does screw up their strategy
That,
every race. Naya nahi usme
oh,
kuch.
did you did you hear Max? I mean, yeah, you know how Max asked, "Oh, there's a Ferrari pitting. Should
Do we
we
still
pit
stick to
too?"
our
So
plan? Yeah.
yeah, do we still stick to a plan? And then there are memes saying, "Oh, yeah, so I think I saw Ferrari come into the pit, so that means we shouldn't go into the pits right
Yeah,
now." And
exactly.
they're like,
Yeah, I
so
mean, dude,
I love
they were one of the first ones to box, and then they go on to the
yeah,
weirdest tire choice. Like, क्या logic है भाई? And then last के 10
yeah.
lap बाकी है. नहीं, अपन जाएंगे mediums पे. Bro, go on soft. No, वैसे ही तुम्हारे पास space नहीं है. Go on soft. Maybe something comes out of it. But
Yeah, exactly. And I think Ferrari as a team, they have everything going for them. They have a lot of money. They have the most sponsors, or at least one of the most sponsors. I
McLaren has
don't
the
know
most
what they're
sponsors.
doing, like
But
really, but
yeah,
as a team, like money wise, Ferrari is one of the richest teams on the grid as well.
yeah,
But
for sure.
one
But
of the,
then,
but
yeah. But वो point है ही
uh,
नहीं. The point is, with so many facilities, you develop this. You quote Nicky Lauda
not a
here.
bad car.
You
Yeah,
quote
not a bad
Nicky.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, we do. We should put the quote
yeah.
for people who don't know.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what that quote exactly is, but जो भी है.
Oh,
And
it's a shit box. It's a
yeah,
shit
all these
box. That's what he
facilities,
says.
and you build a shit box like this, huh?
Shit box, yeah. Yeah. Or you are the shitheads. I mean, because yeah, y'all are just
No,
fucking
but
up
I've heard a
every
lot of
strategy.
things about Ferrari. You know, like they have that Italian ego, which in my opinion is true. And what is it like? They won't hire talent from abroad. You know, they just want Italians,
Yeah,
Italians,
true.
Italians, and that
Italian. Yeah,
screws
that's true.
completely.
Yeah.
Because you look at Mercedes, they've got like every other team has got like the biggest mix of people, right? And then Ferrari is just like, "नहीं, हम Italian साथ रहेंगे." I mean, I understand the point of having that Italian culture with Ferrari, but you've got to develop, right? You just can't stay there. And अगर तुम
True.
कुछ
And
कर रहे हो जो तुम्हारे डायरेक्शन में नहीं जा रहा, you bloody well change it.
you got to
Basics.
change, yeah. Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
not working out for you and you can see that it's an issue, you need to change. I mean, then you're not doing something right, right? Yeah. And
exactly.
yeah, which is sad. But also, I don't think McLaren's going to do well in Hungary because the
High speed
downforce
track.
that the yeah, I mean
Oh,
yeah,
but
it's
they did well
firstly
in a
it's
high speed corner track like Silverstone, no?
no, but then Hungary has a lot more slow corners. It doesn't have fast corners like Silverstone. Like Silverstone, you have a lot
Yeah,
of
it's all
pace in.
medium speed
So
corners, you're right. But again, it
yeah,
depends on
medium speed
the
corner.
temperature, because if you've seen, जब भी the temperature, the ambient
Cold
temperature track
temperature.
has been cold, McLaren has performed
Yeah,
really well.
cold. McLaren has been fast. Yeah.
Like
Uh,
Spain now
yeah,
here in
Spain
Silverstone.
now.
So it's just wait and watch,
Yeah.
I guess. And
Yeah, and they
yeah,
can warm
like
up and the hard tires, like they were so
exactly,
confident on the hard tires
exactly.
because they could warm up their tires so fast. So which is great news for them. Yeah, but
I mean,
I
yeah,
really hope that it rains,
yeah, man.
honestly.
That'll be fun. Bro, Hungary as a track is
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, and it's been raining the last 2 years, so I hope it rains this year too, because otherwise Max is just 7 tenths faster in
नहीं, वो रेन में
qualifying,
1.5
which he's
सेकंड
doing.
निकालेगा. You know that's
I don't
Max,
know.
man. You can't say that.
It's it's been so
Dude, he's made only one mistake. Okay?
disappointing. I think the best.
Your internet is lagging very heavy.
Minute. Can you hear me now?
Now, yeah. I was saying the Max ka one mistake that he made was hitting the pit wall in Silverstone. Okay.
And he still went in. Yeah, I mean, doesn't
Not
matter.
all.
Was it a mistake here?
No, but it was
Maybe he was
damp, so
just.
I understand.
Uh,
You know, like
yeah,
थोड़ा
maybe he
spice
was
up
just
करता हूँ मैं.
थोड़ा स्पाइस अप करता हूँ. बहुत बोर हो गया हूँ, कोई दिख रहा नहीं है, थोड़ा कुछ करता हूँ.
वही थोड़ा हमको भी टीवी टाइम दे
Yeah,
दो प्लीज.
yeah.
वही because सब भाग
But
गए थे.
also,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
we had Vignesh racing as well, who was racing in Italy, in
yeah,
Monza, which is the
yeah.
temple of speed. So yeah, tell
Not
us
so
something
temple of
about
speed
your
for me.
experience.
No,
Yeah,
dude, the track walk was insane. It was very beautiful. But the track is so damn narrow, bro. It's like narrower than curry sometimes. Like फट जाती है when you're walking.
really?
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. It's insanely narrow. Like turn one तेको दिखता है इतना बड़ा है, but then as soon as the
Yeah.
start finish straight is done, and then you see the pit exit, it becomes like half. And it's insane. I understand why people
Oh,
try that dive bomb into turn one because it is possible. And turn one में एक गाड़ी से ज़्यादा it's I mean,
yeah,
you've
it's
got
very
some
hard.
balls when you're doing that,
Yeah,
right? And I walked
yeah, we
around
saw
the
Max do that.
parabolica.
Yeah,
I walked around the parabolica, which was damn fun. I tried to run up also,
yeah.
which was insane,
Run
but
up
like thak
and
gaya.
roll down.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, I have a video. I rolled down. It
yeah,
was
yeah,
it was damn
yeah.
fun. But the race weekend was terrible. Practice one, just wrong markers for like
Yeah.
driving. FP2 was a lot better. Qualifying, we were going really fast. We had the potential to be like like front row possible tha. Because I was trying to get slipstream of this one guy, and yeah, dude, I ended up setting purple sectors 1 and 2, and
Oh,
yeah, and then this guy spun, and then he took me out into with him into the wall,
oh, shit, yeah.
and Lesmo too, my front left like smacked really hard, and मेरे को कुछ नहीं हुआ, I'm fine. But like गाड़ी से निकलते ही when I saw that front left broken, I just like shat myself. I'm like, the damage is going to be big. My
Yeah.
mind instantly went there because when you're
Bro,
racing
I
on
think
like a
everyone
limited
does that
budget,
money in racing. Yeah,
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 when you
yeah,
have
yeah.
limited budget, वो देख के फट गई मेरी. Because I was like, ठीक है,
Yeah,
crash है, it happens. That was my
yeah,
first thought. Second thought is like, shit, I don't have money. And then I look at that,
yeah.
I was like, oh no. And then, yeah, and then and that was like the last 3 minutes of qualifying, anyways. And that would have put me on the front row for sure. And then he took me out into the wall. And the worst part is he continued on. उसको कुछ नहीं हुआ, and he
Oh
just put
shit.
me into the wall. My whole front left was
It's like
gone.
a
My whole
name
wing
move to
and
do.
splitter. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's not there. नहीं तो बहुत गाली देता. But boy, man, that's what happened. And I was just waiting, and then the red flag the session, and then last like 2.5 minutes tha. So everyone got a warm up lap and like a normal lap, um, and then the track temperature dropped by like 10 degrees in that time, so the track got a lot faster. So I
Oh
ended up
shit. Yeah.
qualifying 7, which was still like hopeful tha because stop it reverse grid hota hai second race ke liye. I
Yeah.
was like, ठीक है,
Yeah, yeah,
seventh
yeah.
is not bad, you know, that gives me second for the race
Second
too.
P2, yeah.
But then, like I go into race one, I was like, oh shit, I'm actually pissed off because पैसा भरना है, but ठीक है, वो हो गया. I was focused on the race. I made a very good start in the race. I went from 7th to 4th after the first 2 corners, which is very tricky in Monza considering it's a rolling start. And मेरे सामने सूर्य नहीं था,
Yeah.
ठीक है? And this man,
Oh.
I was
Why is
side
it
by
a
side.
why is it a rolling start first, but
This championship is a rolling start in general. That's how this championship is.
are they slow off the line? The
No, no,
cars?
no, no. It's a bike engine. So the moment you like drop the clutch and put the power in, you can just break the differential
Oh,
very easily. So
okay.
that's why. So
Got it.
hua, and then Surinani got like a start. I got a very good start. And इसमें कैसा है, विंग इतना पतला है ना, तो ऐसे नीचे गाड़ी के अंदर झुक झुक के देखना पड़ता है लाइट्स के लिए because you can't see it. And it's like all 5
Yeah,
lights
yeah,
and
yeah.
then instantly off. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and off. ठीक है?
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a good start, and
Like
then
curry.
Surinani, like Curry, and then Surinani saw me, pushed me into the pit wall. Like I was like, fuck man, I'm going to crash. What is he doing? Then he went all the way to the left, and then I like dived and I got past him. Um, फिर हो गया, and then I got up to fourth, and then we were battling all the way. I was battling with P3 all the way until what is that called, man? I keep forgetting what is that called. Damn it. Askari. Okay, there were two guys fighting at
Okay.
Askari. They're brothers. And they were fighting. And I got a really good run on them. Okay, and then exiting Asgari, we were all side by side. Another guy joined side by side. Bro, we were four wide going into Parabolica. Four wide.
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
that. I saw that.
I was like, oh my god, this is either going to go really well or really terrible. And it went really terrible. We got
Really
pushed
well,
off.
yeah.
I got like pushed nearly off into the gravel. I lost like 4 positions with the re. And then I crossed the start finish line and my car died. पूरा जो steering wheel पे था सारा display went black. I tried switching it on and off 10 बार कुछ नहीं हुआ. No power, nothing. I just rolled back to the pit lane. कुछ नहीं. I changed and my mechanic was wait. Let me try something. Maybe we can get you back. I rechanged, got in the car. कुछ नहीं हुआ. End of day. Next day I was starting second. I was stoked because he was like कुछ तो बकवास सा वायर इशू था हमने सॉर्ट कर दिया we're ready to go and I'm like चल भाई तो जीतेंगे because we have the pace ठीक है we go on the lap to the grid the reconnaissance lap not even formation ठीक है वही second
Yeah,
लेस्मो के उधर car completely shuts off and I'm like wow man really when I'm
yeah,
starting second this has to happen and I tried switching it out 10 times कुछ नहीं हुआ the car was left in gear and then obviously and then you know how Monza is within like a park so I walked back through the park and then बीच में एक स्कूटी वाला मिला जो मुझको like garage तक छोड़
yeah.
के गया था and उसके बाद they were able to get the car back they started it like 10 times कुछ नहीं हुआ they changed the battery instant गाड़ी fire I'm like अयो अयो ऐसा मत करो यार and then my team boss calls me later all right like once I'm back in India uh, and he was like, we've heard rumors from the guys in the garage next to us that someone's entered the garage and tinkered with your car. Yeah. I'm like, bro, come on. And they were like,
Oh.
you also, because of your crash, it's the perfect time for them to change something on your car because no one would notice. And every blame would come straight back on that. And then I was like, whoa. And then I realized why my teammate keeps his car back in his truck every single night. This is the reason because this kind of shit happens in Italy.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah. And then I
That's
just lost my
wild.
mind.
But don't you lock your
Man,
garages and all?
we do, that's the thing. But then बाजू वाला garage से access है. See what I mean?
Oh shit. So you'll have like internal doors through each garage.
There's no internal doors. Like two garages के बीच में कोई ये नहीं है, wall नहीं है. And
Oh,
only
it's
for
like
two. It's like बड़ा है, but then because we have smaller cars, they like give us half of the box. You see what I mean?
oh, so it's like MMRT basically. Like there's no it's just a big thing and there are no walls in between.
It's like those walls that you can open with like a slider thing.
Correct, correct. Got it.
Those things.
Oh,
So that's what's happened
damn.
apparently. And yeah, man, that just shook me up. I'm still shaken, because like you put all that money and just for this shit to happen when you actually have the potential to go
Yeah.
win. And it's just horrible because I've DNF'd 4 out of the 6 races I've been there at this point. Okay? And all of it has
And the
been
two
with some.
races you did, you got a podium.
Yeah, the one race I did without a problem in my car, I won. The second race in Pergusa, I had an issue with the throttle pedal. Like it suddenly the calibration on it changed. So when I'm flat, the full power arrives only after like 2 seconds or something. So the initial phase of the exit, I just lose everything. So people just catch up to me. You can see that and hear that on my
Yeah.
onboards. When I meet you, I'll show you those onboards. But like दिमाग खराब हो जाता है. You see what I mean? When you like put everything into it and this kind of
Yeah,
shit happens. But yeah,
yeah, it's
man.
heartbreaking.
Yeah. And like Name
Do you
called
want to
me
put your
instantly.
bill? Do you want to put your damages bill over there? Like something like
Oh,
that?
I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. I'll tell you, Alexa, how much it cost. I'm not discosing that here. I'll
No, no,
I'll
I'm
tell you.
just
Don't worry
kidding. I
about
mean,
it.
you shouldn't as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but अच्छा खासा bomb फटा है.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, that's how racing works. Looks like. But
Yeah.
exactly the remaining championship again. पता नहीं if I'm doing or no. Because number one पैसा नहीं है. Number two अगर है तो भी am I going back to that championship where this kind of shit happens?
Where people tampered, yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
understand.
And you know,
It's breaking your self.
I still haven't gotten my trophy from that guy for first place.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
So
why?
I took the third place trophy. I gave it to my teammate, second place, and I was like, "Yeah, tera hai tu rakh." And then I went up to that guy, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot. I'll get it for you tomorrow." I went up to him the next day. "Oh, I forgot. I'll get it to you in September." And that guy is near a race ban at this, not a race ban, like a year-long ban or something, because he tinkered with his engine that race. And Abhi Monza mein, a lot of people complained against him, including Surineni, that his driving standards are horrible. Because if you see Alistair Young, if you know him, uska Instagram stories, or if I have the clips, I'll send it to you. Essentially, on the straight, he looks at you in the mirror and then like comes and smacks into you. I'm like, that's not racing standards. And even
Yeah.
Surineni ko he like pushed on the exit of like going into turn one, like nearly on the grass. And then Surineni had to brake a lot. And सामने और एक गाड़ी था, and he basically nearly did an Ericsson into turn one at Monza, except he got damn lucky and he didn't hit the wall. He missed the wall by like this much. नहीं तो
Oh,
उसका पूरा
shit.
gearbox, wing, engine सब जाता. So that guy lucked out
Srinika, yeah,
heavily.
that other guy.
Surineni का. That is why he got
Uh,
pissed, right? Because he's like, मैं
yeah,
क्यों
yeah,
करूँ इतना
yeah.
सब? And then they went to the officials at Monza and like the stewards. ठीक है, and they were like, तुम हम लोग को 1500 euro दो, we will look into this. And हम लोग like, तुम protest जीता तो वापस मिलेगा क्या? He's like, protest जीता तो पैसा वापस नहीं मिलेगा. And Suriname lost it. He's like, तो मैं क्यों करूँ? Then they went to like FMSCI of Italy, उसको ACI बोलते हैं. They straight away went
Uh-huh.
there. They called that driver and they was like, तुम अगर फिर से ऐसा करोगे, तुमको ban. Plus he's already got the thing above his head, right? With the cheating with the engine,
GoPro.
like tampering.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
with the engine
yeah.
in
Engine, yeah.
round two. फिर सेकेंड रेस मालूम क्या, कुछ नहीं चला, like एकदम हल्का सा चला है, no mistakes at all. And then I tell you what he did in race one also, because I saw him. He started alongside me in eighth. ठीक है? And Monza में they've taken out all sausage curbs like between corners.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can cut,
Yeah.
but then there's a way that you're supposed to go and find the escape route to rejoin safely. But this guy doesn't
Yeah.
like agree to it. ठीक है? बंदा ब्रेक करता है टर्न वन के लिए 50 मीटर पे टू कॉम्पेंसेट फॉर अ शिट स्टार्ट. ठीक है,
Yeah,
50 मीटर पे cuts turn one, goes from 8 to second, stays there, no penalty for him. Okay, then he
What?
tries that again in the second chicane, okay, and then barely clips the guy in first by this much, couldn't get first, no penalty, no penalty.
So you got a
Dude ended
podium
up,
in both without getting a penalty.
yeah, exactly. These are the kind of
Damn,
standards.
bro.
And second race where he was supposed to act clean, brother didn't finish in points.
Damn. But wild that they did not. What they don't have. Bro, the FMC is better, bro. That tour in that.
See, this is the situation. Apparently, I don't want to badmouth anyone because everyone's doing their job. But then you've got to be more rigid when there are drivers, putting other people at risk. And then race
Yes.
start में
And
मेरे
yeah,
साथ भी ऐसा हुआ था कि the same guy who put me in the wall in qualifying, he got alongside me, like because he qualified ahead of me because of the shit that he did.
yeah, yeah,
Then you know how turn two के बाद there's like a flat out right hander going into the
yeah,
second
yeah.
chicane
Right
of
hander. Yeah,
Monza
yeah,
में.
yeah,
हाँ,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
pushes me off in the grass, bro. I have to literally like get off the power and touch the brakes. Imagine. And then this
Yeah,
also happened with another driver on the other lap. And I'm like, bro, if these are the standards, then I'll also start acting dirty. You want me to, I'll do that. But I don't want to get down
yeah.
to that level because that is not racing fair. And then I'm going to tell
Mm.
you the best part of the weekend for me. Alistair Malum hai na tujhko.
Yeah,
So he
yeah,
goes up to that guy who like pushed him off and everything in the race, because he got podium and Alistair DNF'd that race. Okay.
yeah,
Alistair got hit in the second chicane. He hit him, and then he spun, and then that's it.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Totally.
it for him. He went up to him, all right, and then he was like, "That's not how you drive." And then he's like, "You don't drive like a boy. You drive like a man." That Italian dude started shouting at Alistair. Then that guy started speaking in Italian, and Alistair straight away went and said, "Sorry, I don't speak." idiot. And I laughed, bro. I lost it. And I was standing right there at the podium because my teammate, bro, you got to give him credit. He won both races. First to first, he pulled out like a 15-second gap in race one and won the race.
Damn.
Okay? Because everyone else was fighting, but still full credit to him with the
Yeah.
fastest lap. Then second
Damn.
race, he started eighth, won the race.
Damn.
Domination, total domination. And you know
Right.
what? You know what? FP1 May he got like 3 laps, electrical issue. FP2 May he got 1 lap, electrical issue. Qualifying May, he was nowhere
P1.
close. No, he was running like P4 or P5. Horrible he was running. And then after I crashed, track temperature dropped, got pole.
Damn.
like, whoa.
Yeah, so
Insane,
you
bro.
have, I mean,
I
at least
did, but
something
then
good
I stored
happened.
my own weekend, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's bad.
but
Yeah,
ठीक है. I mean, like you live and you learn. But काफी
yeah,
सीखा हूँ, काफी सदमा पड़ा है उस weekend से. But yeah, just laugh it off at this point. Can't do anything. But yeah,
yeah,
it is what it is. And we hope to try and keep this podcast a bit more consistent.
yeah.
Because currently
Maybe
our
after
boy,
Hungary, we will do it next week.
oh dude, Hungary से याद आया. Raghunathan tested McLaren F1.
Oh, yeah, bro. With my team, or my ex-team, Momentum Motorsports. Woo! Yeah. So, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he had
kudos to
momentum on
them.
his helmet visor when he was driving with McLaren.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. I had the same sticker on
It's,
my helmet too. Yeah.
no, but dude, credit where credit is deserved. He has the balls to
Yeah,
drive an F1 car, and he was driving with
yeah.
Mick
And
Schumacher
he's
that
one of
same
the 4
weekend.
people in India who's done it. So, one of the 5
5,
people
no?
actually now. Yeah, 5 people. Yeah, one of the 5
So
people in India who's done it.
Karthikeyan, Chandok,
Karthikeyan, Karun
Jehan,
Chandak, Jihan,
this
and
guy,
Vijay Mallya, not Vijay Mallya, sorry. Yeah, Vijay Mallya. Someone, the oldest F1, one more
bro.
person wrote it. I'm
उनको
not
नहीं
sure who.
गिनते. I'm not उनको नहीं गिनते. I'm talking about racing drivers, like proper competitive ones.
No, racing drivers. He was one of the first racing drivers in India. Wait, I'll tell you.
Vijay Mallya,
Uh, Not Vijay
really?
Mallya. Oh, yeah. I think it was 1 minute. The Indian driver.
Who? Because I think it's only 4. For sure, it's
No,
Jehan.
it's
For
5.
sure, it's Karthikeyan, and then Chandok, and then this guy. 4. I can't think of any other. I don't think there's anyone else. Hey, क्या हुआ यार?
Bro, also, I think F2, if people are not watching F2, please start watching F2. Bro, what
Yeah,
an insane grid that is. Bro, Victor Martins, and like, bro,
bro, that guy pulled out 7 seconds after that penalty and won the race, dude.
yeah,
That was
race, bro,
crazy. The pace that he
exactly.
had.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw that. Holy
exactly.
shit.
No, I don't think Cleopatra is a
No, dude, he
good
has his
driver.
moments. Okay, he has his moments. He's very like not
Yeah,
consistent. But then
yeah,
you look at guys
yeah.
like Vesti, like Frederick Vesti,
Bro, Vesties. Bro,
proper
I felt
domination in the
so
rain.
bad for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude,
felt
that
so
was
bad
horrible.
for him and he
Some
got,
dude just
bro.
clattered into the back of him, man. That's
Yeah,
just sad.
yeah.
But dude,
Yeah,
what
and the
Vetwala is,
DNF
that guy dominated.
problem. Yeah, dude.
Domination.
Vesty is mad. Yeah, I love
And
it.
I don't know.
But I don't know what happened to Kush, bro. He was like, just was kept dropping. He was
Okay.
at
And he
P2,
hit
which
his
was
own
great.
teammate, bro, which was horrible.
Yeah,
Dude. He hit his own
that was bad.
teammate.
Yeah, that was like a bad move. Like he dive bombed into the last corner, the second last
Yeah.
corner. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
bro.
really bad.
And you know what
Yeah.
the weirdest part is? Not weird. This was actually good. Jehan did a really good race. A really good race. He went from like 13th to like 6th or something, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
I
yeah, which
saw
is
that,
great.
man.
But also
And
a
I
lot of
spoke to
people
him
in
after that
between.
race also. And he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just working fine. And he's also doing the rookie test with Formula E this weekend in Rome with
Oh,
Mahindra.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. That's
It's
good.
the
So
second test.
there's
Pehla
no race
Berlin mein
for.
tha. Huh?
There's no Hungary. The F2 doesn't have Hungary in the calendar. They do,
It's
right?
a good point. I don't know. Let me
Yeah,
check.
they do. They do. I'm
Uh,
100% sure. That was a 3 week header for them as well. But also, bro,
uh,
F2 Austria. That was insane.
yeah.
The race.
Yeah.
Oh, what a race!
Oh
That
yeah,
was
dude, you're right.
mad.
They do have Budapest.
Yeah, they do.
How is he planning on driving in Rome? Maybe it's like a
Maybe he's
Thursday
doing both.
session.
Or maybe he's doing both. He'll fly down
Wait, let
after
me
doing
see.
that.
Let me see the schedule. Let me just pull up my Indraka page because they usually post like
Bro, also
schedule.
Ollie Bamman, bro, for his first rookie season, he's dominating. That guy is insane. I
The way
love
he
him.
was
He's one of
coming
my favorite
through,
drivers.
the way he was coming through
Yeah,
the field. Ah, dude. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, he's doing this. No, wait, what? Rome on 14th, and 14th is a Friday. Bro, what? Is he just going to miss that F2 round?
No, bro, they have money. They'll take private jets and go. Why did he do the
That
test?
is
Come
true.
to
That is true. That is true. That is very
yeah,
true. That is
you come
possible.
to Hungary, you drive. Yeah. Haven't you
Yeah,
watched that guy's video? Someone made a reel on this. Like he
I
was
sent it to you.
racing, he was
I
doing
sent
it.
it to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, he was like,
That was a
yeah, yeah,
friend
this
of
is the
mine.
life.
Yeah,
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 I sent
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
that was a friend of mine, bro. That's crazy. And yeah, man, you know what? We haven't touched upon this, but it's really ridiculous the shit that happens at Spa. Again, man, another driver gone. Huh? Dude was like
Oh yeah,
18.
that's
And it's the same situation when
same thing.
2021
Yeah,
May,
as
it
much.
was raining too
Yeah,
much with F1 and people
yeah,
cried that they cancelled the race. And यहाँ पे like junior drivers hai yaar.
yeah.
I'm not saying you should
Which is
compare
really
because
bad.
everyone's a very credible driver even to get up to Formula
Drivers,
regionals.
yeah, yeah.
But
Formula Three,
फिर भी
yeah.
it's ridiculous the kind of shit that happens. But yeah, man, it just sucks. And yeah, I didn't know the guy. I didn't know him,
But
but
it's still sad, bro. It's
I
still,
understand.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, even if we didn't know the guy,
yeah.
it always
Yeah,
breaks
no,
heart
but
when
dude,
someone passes.
imagine यार 18 साल का बच्चा जो उसके फैमिली पे बीतती होगी, you see what I mean? Because just 18, man, he's like a kid, still a kid.
True.
Yeah, it sucks,
It
but
sucks.
yeah. Anyway, man, it is what it is. And there was another crash. This happened in the LMP3. So the team that I raced with in the what is it called, the Wolf things with, they have a
Yeah, the
LMP3
wolf
team.
racing.
They went to Norris Ring, the street circuit. They follow DTM essentially. So वहाँ पे it's a very
Oh,
bumpy track. Banda on the formation lap took a bump. All right, the car completely went airborne and hit the Tech Pro barrier on the side like 120 kph head on. The full car is destroyed. The tub is cracked. The whole monocoque, the carbon monocoque, cracked.
yeah, yeah.
And the dude had to be taken out with like a neck brace, taken to the hospital. He
Shit.
has two broken vertebrae.
But why was all this happening in a formation lap? What was he trying to do?
Weaving, but then he took a bump like
At
off the
120
line.
kilometers per hour. Yeah, but
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
No, yeah. When you wave the car, you have to do it like 100 plus only. तभी effect पड़ेगा tires पे.
yeah, yeah, 100 plus, yeah, but then at least on track. Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
if he
yeah. Dude, he
knows
was
that
on
it's
track,
bad.
but he took that. I mean, I'll tell you afterwards, but take it. You get the point.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
anyways, I
yeah, yeah.
think that's good enough to wrap up the podcast. Thank you so much for watching
Yeah,
and
the
pairing us
finish line
essentially.
podcast has come to
And
an end. Yeah.
oh no, this episode has come to an end. I say Maramat
Yeah,
yaar page
yeah,
ko.
sorry. Yeah, yeah, sorry, sorry. Yeah, this episode has come to an end. But
Yeah,
yeah, hopefully we'll come
our
back
boy
to you
Neym,
soon.
who usually
And
sits here, is partying in UK. Uska Instagram page is basically a UK tour guide for free.
tour
But
guide,
to
yeah,
says
yeah.
can
But
pay.
clearly,
No, but let him have fun. He'll join us for the next one. And yeah, we'll catch you then. So thanks once again and
yeah. And peace out.
peace out.